So we are studying the verse 233, and we will study about or talk about ihbitu minha, and we said ihbitu is plural, and it means not only Adam and his spouse were asked to leave this state of paradistic state, get down there, and we have to understand now what does it mean, and we have to remember what happened earlier on a little bit. Earlier on, Satan suggested that go and taste or approach the prohibited tree. So human tendency is there. We talked about it. Always prohibited things. We are really very, very curious. So we want to try that. So that is human nature. Human nature. But of course, we don't take it as the Christian theology accepts that it is policy, Adam's policy, and we inherited from it. No. We have free will, and the free will gives us the opportunity to choose right or to choose wrong. So we are free to choose. That is what the Qur'an is teaching us. Rather than, I have to do it. No, I don't have to do it. I have free will. We know that. So Qur'an's approach is completely different from this interpretation. But Adam again thought that he may gain, or they may gain some sort of eternity, maybe self-existence, by trying from this shajaratul khuld. Khuld means, the tree which has permanence, persistent existence, Khalidin, that they will remain there. The Quran says, khuld is, so human tendency is this: if I have this, I will really be happy. I will be satisfied. But this thing is the prohibited thing. It means, for example, prohibited doesn't mean that if I have this job, I will be really happy forever. But prohibited means if you get the job and take the understanding, pick up the understanding that this job is going to satisfy my spiritual need, feelings. It does only satisfy it gives you money, and you get the money to feed your body. You cannot feed your spirit with your money or worldly things. So we have to understand that our approach must be changed. So if we really focus on worldly satisfaction, which is nothing more than satisfying our body, but spiritual side feelings cannot get satisfaction from material things. Okay. So we have to think about this. I can get something, I can get a property, for example, to buy it, but I have to think that it is not the source of satisfaction. It is just a temporary requirement for the conditions of my life here, because human body needs a shelter. But spirit looks for permanent satisfaction. So we have to make the distinction. So Adam thought by obtaining this prohibited approach, to the worldly things, wrong approach to worldly things, of course he has to train. Yeah, he has to train like we have to train. We have to experience. So he tried it, and the Quran says, made a mistake. Deceived by Satan. Why? We will concentrate on it because Quran, this kind of Quranic stories are in fact analysis of human psychology and letting us know who we are, helping us how we really understand ourselves. Satan didn't prostrate in the story of the Quran. What does it mean? Satan said, we will study this verse, I am superior to him. And make the description in terms of human, the essence of human body. He says, you created him, Adam, with clay. But it is not the clay side of human being which needs to be served. It is the spiritual side of human beings which the Quran describes. The spirit was given into the body by teaching the names of the Creator, which means by teaching the qualities, educating human being, giving the ability to understand, to realize who my Creator is, because this spirit is from my Creator, which means from my Creator's spirit, which means introducing the spirit of God. It means attributes of God, names of God, qualities of God, so that I am given the tools to acknowledge, to recognize and acknowledge them. So this is the value of human beings. It means we have to understand that as long as I understand the qualities of the Creator, my Creator, the Creator of the universe, of course, then I am valuable. And angels look at the spirit, Iblis look at the body, looked at the body. So according to the bodily needs, this prohibited tree satisfies it. Do you understand? But prohibited tree, it means prohibited aspect of the universe, which is the purpose of the creation of the universe is not only to satisfy body. Purpose of the creation of the universe is to demonstrate the qualities of the Creator, so that spirit will perceive them, understand them, appreciate and confirm that the universe and we have been created by an absolute being whose qualities are absolute. Because we studied earlier on, and even if you were not here or didn't watch from the records, YouTube records, then you must have heard that God taught Adam all names, and afterwards asked, prostrate. It means serve. So angelic side of the universe, which is the manifestation of the qualities of its Creator, can be understood by human spirit. Am I making it complicated? Because this is a kind of analysis, not literal reading. So what it really means for me, I have to understand that if I look at for anything in the creation of anything, Maybe here I can see, you are not seeing it in the beautiful park here, Washington Park. So, Washington Park, yeah, the green trees here, mashallah. So in the creation of these trees, I am expected to see the qualities, manifested qualities of its creator, because I have been given the ability to see them, to understand them. God gave me this ability by teaching the names, his qualities. This is important to notice that here, Satan said, go and get this prohibited side of the creation, test it and you will satisfy yourself. Because according to Satan or Iblis, we consisted of what? We consist of what? Body, earth. You created this Adam in the form of from clay. I am fire. We will study what is the clay and the comparison clay and study. Inshallah, I try to cover it today, but so deep, the verses are so deep, I cannot really pass. So please excuse me, because I cannot really treat the meanings, the message of the verse cheaply. Just say it past. No, we have to assimilate it in our worldly life, this life here. So when we understand that if I follow this suggestion, I will be thrown away, but in my own creation, I will be really out of my state of happiness, spiritual happiness, but material satisfaction, bodily satisfaction. But the creation is such that it tells me that I'm getting old and I'm losing every day whatever I have, whatever I have been materially. What remains to me? Only what I have acknowledged. My spirit will be satisfied, saying that your creator is absolutely powerful one. Your creator is all-knowing. Your creator makes everything beautiful for you, entertains you, loves you. But if you don't look at this side, you will be deprived of happiness in your spiritual life, and try to get this satisfaction in your bodily needs. My bodily needs, leave me alone every day. Yesterday gone, last year gone, whatever I had. I shouldn't cheat myself. I cannot really treat myself as a temporary being. I want permanent satisfaction. That is my spirit wants. So I am created in such a way that forced to look for the permanent side of the universe, which is being a sign to its creator's quality, so that I can understand who is creating all this world. So if I really choose to satisfy my bodily needs, I will get out of my paradistic state. It means full happiness. Because I will know that I have whatever you want to have. What do you want to have? Yeah, you are in the real estate, so you want to have a beautiful house with a garden and everything is taken care of. No fees, no taxes, no, and also there are lots of people there or angels helping you to prepare. That is the best way. But when you die, house is gone. Right? Because this world is in its nature transit. Okay. That means ich bitte, but this ich bitte hubut is not a disgrace, is not lowering the level, but reminding me that if I choose this way, I will be removing myself from my real human satisfaction. Got it? All right. Shall we pass? Hubut is a very famous word in Islamic literature, and the scholars made lots of interpretations, but reading all of them at the end, I concluded this today, then I'm sharing it with you. So get down, all of you, all together, all of you, Jami'an, all of you. But when guidance comes from me, as it certainly will come, really, there will be no fear for those who follow my guidance, nor will they grieve. Because we need to be reminded that our bodily satisfaction is not enough. But let's assume that there is no guidance, and we didn't hear anything from any religious tradition. All right? What we think, let's be free thinking now. Don't be afraid of really thinking in the negative way, if it is a negative. How? There is no guidance. I don't know. I don't know that the spirit exists. I don't know that the qualities of the creators are manifested in this world. I have not heard of it. Yeah, but I am a human being as normal. So I say, let me do this and try and satisfy myself. Let me do this and try and satisfy myself. What happens? I do this and this, but that is reality. I know that I'm going to die. I say, okay, hopeless, complete despair. Why? But I will have it. That's good. That's good to entertain. Yeah, when you are riding a very comfortable car, you say, well, great, man. I'm happy. But you know that the car will get old, and alongside with it, you will get old, and at the end, you will die. That is, every human being feels it. But if there was no guidance, I would say, yeah, that is inevitable, and what shall I do? So, Ali, don't cheat yourself. There is no satisfaction. That is why those people who don't believe that the universe is a manifestation place to demonstrate us who the creator is in the way it is created, like a piece of art. Piece of art, what does it do? It really tells me about the quality of the artist. Do I have to see the artist? No, it is obvious, isn't it? So no one says that, no, I don't believe because I didn't see the artist drawing it. But I know that it must be done because this paper, this paint, cannot really do this beautiful scenery there or art, piece of art. Cannot do that. Everybody knows it. You don't have to believe in God or in any religious tradition. No, it's free thinking. So if there was no guidance, I will never, ever get full satisfaction. I will never, ever get out of my despair. Yeah, dead end life. Can you imagine? You are studying, as the last day comes in the during the graduation ceremony. You get the degree, and you say, "Oh yeah, okay, I'm now going out." But end, everything finishes. Can you ever enjoy learning, knowing that at the end, the last day, you will lose everything? So learning is pleasurable, but you know that at the end, you won't get anything. Do you have any hope that I'm learning, so I will do something with it in my future life? There is no future life. Guidance is necessary, which means my creator must remind me, introduce me. You look at your human side. You will understand that you are not created for this world only. You are looking for an eternal happiness, permanent happiness. And there is no permanent happiness here. That is why you need to acknowledge who created you with this contradiction. You need permanent happiness. There is no permanent happiness in this world. So that you will search for it. Here is the guidance for you. You can get a right guide in order to learn how to reach the permanent satisfaction. So this news doesn't give me only, oh, you will get the permanent satisfaction. Don't worry about it. But with no evidence. No. It teaches me how to convince myself by looking at the creation, by looking at my own nature, and see how the creation is realized. It means really took place. And you will understand that the matter cannot develop into a beautiful bird by itself accidentally, as a result of accidents. I say this on many occasions. I think it is not the first time I'm going to use in this occasion, in the series of occasions in NYU studies. I will say it again. Accident cannot have free will. If something has a free will, it cannot act accidentally because it has free will. Do you understand? It's self-contradictory. And I don't know why people follow it and buy it. People are free. So we have to watch out. So we definitely need guidance. Yep. If we follow the guidance, then وَلَهُمْ يَحْسَنُونَ. They will never, ever grieve. It means they will never, ever fall into despair. The one who created me in a way that I can understand, he knows what he's doing. He is the absolute one. Although, for example, somebody demonstrates, and let's say opera, right? Instead of opera singer. So start singing and stops at the end of the demonstration, right? Finish, gone. But the player, artist, opera artist, is it gone? Wonderful. No, it doesn't have to. It's an example, of course. This analogy shouldn't be taken about. It's a man, or person, a woman, whoever it is. He will die at the end. No. It's a comparison between opera ends, but the singer does not have to end, because we know that he must be alive afterwards, because there are many demonstrations of opera. Understood? One finished and another. One finished and another. Lucy, I am going to die. My children will continue. You will continue. You are all much younger than me. So you will die as well. Don't cheat yourself. Definitely, you know that. Don't pretend as well. Forget about it. For the moment, I'm doing well. Okay. No, don't cheat them. You are going to die. Definitely. So do you think everything finished? No. Still demonstration continuing. It means, although opera is limited, let's say 45 minutes, but it is continually renewed. It means the source of the opera singer is not 45. It is continuous. The universe demonstrates that my creator must be an absolute one. It means infinite. So the creator of the universe must be infinite, right? So we will understand that. Don't worry about it. The one who created you knows what he's doing. Look, he definitely and perfectly arranged your being. So he will do it. Don't worry about it. Correct? I'm passing. This verse, as far as I can share, this part. Right? Any question or concern? Anything? Okay, let's go. Now, 710. The section changed, section 7 Arab and verse 10. وَلَقَدْ مَكَّنَّاكُمْ فِي الْأَرْضِ وَجَعَلْنَا لَكُمْ فِيهَا مَعَايِشَ قَلِيلًا مَا تَشْكُرُونَ قَلِيلًا مَا تَشْكُرُونَ. Sorry. We have indeed established you on earth and provided you with the means of livelihood, yet little are you grateful. Sorry. So the phrase is there. So we have established you on earth. What I would rather understand this verse. If you like, instilled in the language of the Quran, literally means breathe. Yeah. Into earth where human body. Right? Earth where human body. Here it is. Made up of clay. And provided you with a means of livelihood. I'm reading from another perspective. So all what I need in order to satisfy my human side, all the means are prepared there where in the way that the things are created, I can really understand who is doing it. So that is but in terms of this life, look, you are created with infinite needs, right? Infinite needs. Why? Because you cannot say that human beings need this one. No, because human body, stomach needs this, but human caprices, desires are open-ended. Nothing can really satisfy me in this world. So you see this very practical thing that the people are getting richer and richer and richer. That's with their family tradition. So they never said, that is enough, man. That is enough for my 10 generations, billionaires. There are many here. So billionaires, but still they want to get more. They want to manipulate the political situation and make more money. It never ends. So we need really some sort of infinite satisfaction. This is only provided in this world for my bodily satisfaction materially. But the angelic side of creation, which means the meaning I can really, the signs, as the Quran says, if I read the signs of the book of the creation, I can understand my spirit also is satisfied, because it is the creation is introducing to me that my creator can satisfy me. So we have to be thankful. Everything is well arranged. Infinite needs and all needs are provided. So we are hungry, food is provided. Created. I'm not creating. Farmer is not creating the food, correct? So I need air. Here it is. I need blood circulation. Here is the heart or the lung, cleaning it. Everything is taken care of. I eat. What happens afterwards? Nothing. I don't know what's going on. Do you know what's going on in your digestive system? You don't know when your stomach starts digesting it. We don't know. We don't know how heart is working. But putting a name saying that these muscles or heart muscles are automatic, how did it make one? How did it develop and perfectly arranged in my body and got in touch with the lungs and all my blood system? I mean, matter. At the end, it is a matter. So it's perfectly arranged, right? It is taken care of. Everything is taken care of. We eat for what? We think that I am hungry, I'm satisfying it. But at the same time, I'm taking care of the needs of my body. Do I know it? Do I know that I'm taking care of the needs of my body? No, I don't know. I am hungry, food is provided, and I eat it. Of course, we learned it's beautiful. I really like this kind of reading of hadith readings, hadith narrations. Prophet used to brush his teeth and encourage people to do so. Why? Cleaning your teeth is important. Otherwise, your teeth will get rotten soon. Yeah? It is almost nothing. It is almost nothing. Yeah, you can clean your teeth, but you cannot clean your throat, your stomach, your intestines. You cannot divide the dirty ones, unwanted things from the food you ate, and good ones, and you don't know how to distribute it to the cells so that it will satisfy the needs of the cells. Each cell has different qualities. Heart needs something else, lung needs something else. If you have a problem, a kidney problem, they say, stop eating this, for example. After it is created, we realize, this kind of things may be good. Who's distributing it? We don't think. So by brushing my teeth, the Prophet is expecting me to understand that. Look, the digestive system, the simplest cleaning is teeth. Yeah? Because we can get easily approach to it. While I am cleaning it, look at the wisdom of the Sunnah. So we have to learn how to read the hadith really. Otherwise, we may just reduce the value of hadith to nothing, almost nothing. Excuse me, saying that it is good to clean your teeth. At the end, my teeth, I'm going to die, my teeth is going to die. Why should I bother? Really, excuse me. I am expected to think. I am cleaning the teeth. Who is cleaning my stomach? Who is cleaning my digestive system, which is really dirty? Really, we don't want to see it even. Who is cleaning it? Think about it. You see, everything is provided you with the means of life, whatever you need, and separate it, distribute it, and your body needs of your body is satisfied. I am expected to think about it while I'm brushing my teeth. That is sunnah. To clean my teeth in order to avoid the teeth getting rotten. It is very, 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 very cheap. It is not a prophetic teaching, really. And any hygiene department can teach you. You don't need prophet for this. Do you understand that? We have to read the hadith from the mission, the purpose of the prophets. Prophets are here to introduce us the reality of the world, so that we will understand what my reality is. So I have to say, look, oh, Prophet, are you a hygiene professional or what are you doing here by advising me strongly that I have to clean my teeth? No, even an atheist dentist will advise you this. And this atheist dentist never ever heard this hadith narration. So we should not treat the prophets cheaply. Do you understand? So if we don't have the idea of the prophetic mission, the purpose of sending the prophets in order to teach us the reality of my creation, reality of the creation of the universe. So when I read the Qur'an, when I read the Hadith, I have to say how this is. For example, Hadith narration helps me understand the reality of creation. By cleaning the teeth is not the reality of creation, really. So we have to be very, very careful when we are reading the Quranic verses and Hadith narrations. So to clean the teeth is what Hadith says. What is Sunnah? While you are cleaning the teeth, think about God's favor, how He is taking care of very extremely complicated needs of your body. Distribution, unimaginable. I am reading, eating the same thing. Wonder what happened at the end. All my members of my body get their share. Who is distributing it? You go in and ask Amazon or UPS. How much is the distribution costing them? How it is difficult, really, to make it so precise as my body functions. Who is arranging it? These people, really simple-minded people or prejudiced people, say, it is happening by itself. Okay, go to hell, man. I know why God created hell for you. Yeah. Enjoy it. As the Quran says, فَبَشِّرْهُمْ بِعَذَابٍ أَلِيمٍ. Enjoy it. So, well, we are not really that stupid to buy their propaganda or tricky interpretations of them, using flowery language, or technical terms, and all, we know something. But with technical terms, you name it. As the Quran says, this is nothing but you name it. Yeah. So with that, وَلَقَدْ خَلَقْنَاكُمْ ثُمَّ صَوَّرْنَاكُمْ ثُمَّ قُلْنَا لِلْمَلَائِكَةِ اسْجُدُوا لِآدَمَ فَسَجَدُوا إِلَّا إِبْلِيسَ لَمْ يَكُنْ مِنَ السَّاجِدِينَ. So we studied previously this one. ثم قلنا للملائكة اسجدوا لآدم فسجدوا إلا إبليس. We studied it and briefly we said God asked, give service to human beings. It means give them really what they need. As I created it, so the creation is what? The command of God. Command of God is represented in the Quran. Yeah. Emr, the angels receive the emr, turns into a limited, temporary word. So it means they received the command and it became manifest in limited, temporary word. So limited, temporary word is what I see, but command side of it, which is the language of the Quran, Amr. Amr is an interesting word in the Quran, is from the absolute source. So I am expected to see the absolute source is commanding. Yeah, Amr, giving Amr. But angel says, look, I am presenting this piece of art to you, but this piece of art is from a permanent artist, perfect artist. So angel said, yes, I will serve human being. For the bodily side, piece of art. For the command side, absolute manifestations of the quality side is angelic side, we call it. That the Quran calls it Melekutu Samawati wal Ard, if you are familiar with it. Angelic side of the universe. So this angelic side is ready to serve me. Iblis looks at my body, angelic side is ignored. Right? We understand what is making sajda prostration, and something is not make sajda. If you look at the word from material side, saying that it is the material, the activities of the, or accidents, the series of accidents of evolvement of the matter, then you will see only a iblistic side of it, not angelic side of it. You won't see the meaning. It is happening by itself. That's it. There is no command from the absolute being. I'm passing very quickly because we studied this, but I think in this class we have to concentrate on, we have indeed established you on earth and provided you with a means of livelihood. So that is what we have to study today. You are grateful. I see. And we created you, we gave you shape. That is shape. It means, it's very easy to understand. It's not complicated. My spirit wants infinite satisfaction, permanent satisfaction, right? I need permanent satisfaction with no trouble at all. No, that's fine. But my body is transient. It means my body is given. I think this transience is important. Transition from body to spirit. My body is given or endowed with the qualities like the very obvious ones: eye, nose, ear, memory, ability to think, intellectual capacity, and consciousness. Go now. My body is given all these, given a shape to let my spirit communicate with the rest of the universe and understand what is hidden in it. It means the qualities of the artist in it. So when my capacity increases, understand, and submits that, yes, I am created by an absolute being whose qualities are manifested in this world and introduced to me. I could see through my eye, through my intellect, brain, and through my consciousness, all my feelings, all of them are working together. My body is not enough to go beyond it, this realization. God says, okay, I am taking this, non-satisfactory body from you, and I'm going to give you a body which you deserve. That is next creation, right? So I have to understand that my body is created in such a way that, which is sawarna, giving a form is a shape. It translated that we gave you shape. It's such a form that this form gives me the opportunity to communicate with the creation and understand what my spirit needs. Right? But we have to say that if my body dies, it doesn't mean that the needs of my spirit die. Why? My spirit still is permanent. With a typical example, if someone but God forbid, damages his eye and it cannot see. All right? Okay, eye is not seeing. This body is not seeing, not able to see. Do you think the sense of desire to see also dies, becomes dysfunction? If you say this man, after 1 year, there is a doctor, eye doctor, optician. If you give him $10,000, he will cure it, heal it. But body is not functioning, but something within me is still functioning. Wants to die. If this man doesn't have 10,000, he goes and begs, asks for a fundraising, etc. Look, 10,000, 10,000, I'll regain my eye. Everybody helps him because everybody wants to see. And they are all sorry that this man is not seeing. So in order to repair this body, we are ready to give everything, right? Why? Spirit still needs it. So when we die, our body becomes dysfunctional. When do we die? When my body doesn't function, Spirit says, this is no good for me, man. It's not using anything. So I don't want to throw it into the junkyard, cemetery, in the earth. Yeah, which is not good. If this machine doesn't work, what do I do? Throw it away. Dispose it. Yeah, and try to get another one. Yes, try as long as I can afford it. So try to get another one. So that is very human tendency. That is why we die. Why? Body is not functioning. Body is created in such a way that it will function. So youth, you really young people, you guys, be very careful to use your youth body. Otherwise, like me now, I cannot really keep the things in memory. I cannot find it easy to remember. Yeah, after this age, it is getting weaker. Eyes are not seeing, ears are not hearing. Really, if somebody speaks here, not with an articulated language, I don't understand. Because I cannot get this difference between syllables. It's getting old. What am I going to do it? Even my creator doesn't throw it away. I will say, please, my creator, take it away. It's no good anymore. So my spirit will be no means, will be left with no means. I say, look, you take this one away, but give me a new one. Give me a new one with the ability to function better. So we understand that Savarna is very important. We created you, okay, but Savarna, we gave you a perfect form in order for you to satisfy your spiritual needs, right? Am I being so, how do you say, abstract? So this is the real meaning of the verse, really, to me, rather than literal meaning. Literal meaning, a gameship, gameship. You see wonderful hands, wonderful fingers, so perfect, huh? Yeah, that's correct. But what am I expecting from the Qur'an? God's speech, God's guidance. God's guidance is not really the orthopedics, what? Orthopedic? Doctor? My pronunciation is horrible, correct me. Yeah, orthopedic doctor saying that, look, your bones are perfectly arranged, man. That is a doctor can tell me. I don't need my creator to speak and tell me this. You understand? The absolute being will tell me as a doctor. So I shouldn't really treat the Quran, God's speech, as God's speech and see whether really God's speech, so that I can really confirm it. So I understand that if I read this verse, for example, there may be many ways of understanding it, but today I understand, as I shared my idea, yeah, it means really I need this guidance from my Creator. I don't want my God to speak to me as a doctor. Yeah, an atheist doctor. Now, a doctor doesn't know what the Quran is saying, what God is, and rejects it, can tell you this: your body is perfectly arranged, balanced. You understand? This is very important. That, in principle, that's what my purpose is, to give examples how the Quran, God's speech, must be read. Don't be simple. Don't reduce the Quran as telling me, yeah, God created me and God gave me a form. Yeah, I know that already. I don't need this information. Yeah. So we have to read the Quran according to the purpose of the revelation. Purpose of revelation, to give a guidance in order to understand my reality and reality of existence, so that I will be comfortably satisfied. So we have to be consistent while we are understanding the verses. So this verse, the other rest of the verse we discussed earlier on, why Iblis refused, and why angels accepted to serve, to prostrate, it means serve, to human beings, because of the perspectives we have to understand. Satan's perspective looks at my body, Iblis's perspective looks at my body, and angel's perspective looks at the source of existence of my body. The difference is why? What is the significance of it? Another aspect, and this will be the last, inshallah. Today, what is going on in the world today? All of us, including myself, maybe according to your age, I'm looking, I have been gone through this secular education longer than any of you here. So how many years? Okay, what happened? I was exposed only the material side of it, as I was taught. Matter is doing this, naturally it's happening. There is no source of existence. Yep. Have you seen any education in high school, in colleges, and even in the PhD degree level mentioning about the creator of the universe, saying that, look, somebody is operating in human life, animal life, or plant life? There are infinite qualities demonstrating themselves to you and giving you the news what your spirit needs. Have you ever heard this? Have you ever even read a sentence saying, or in all your life, 10 years, 20 years you have been studying, have you ever heard that, this word is a creation? It's a prohibited word, yeah, in secular science, or this secular understanding, materialist understanding of the word. Everything is matter. Human beings is a matter, and even the psychology is supposed to be the science of spirit. Yeah, psychology, spiritual side of human being, and studying this denies spirit. Says, you are thinking because your brain is. You remember something. Your brain. Yep. You have some feeling. You have inherited from your culture, environmental culture. It means your parents taught you, your really stories you have been hearing from your community, and you are learning from others. It is not that something real. Isn't that true? Iblistic approach. Body. Reduction. We have to be careful. We have to question. Can it be true? And come to the Quranic message, say, can it be true? But if you read the Quran saying that, oh, God created me and gave me a good form, yeah, I don't need God to tell me. My form is perfect, yeah? Every muscles and all the joints, etc., perfectly arranged, the bones and skin and everything, perfectly arranged. I see it, that's it. Okay. How? Well, it happened to be developed. That's what we are. We don't need God to give me guidance for this purpose. All the sciences are giving me information about this. What I need, yeah, that's correct. Yeah, my body is perfectly working, but why? Why? How? Who did it? How it happening? How it is happening? How it happened? No question. It means my spirit says, yeah, it's beautiful, but no end. Dead end. Dead end. They say, oh, that is our reality. It is an inevitable end. And we have to accept it. No, my spirit says, my feelings say, no, it shouldn't be. How can I contradict myself? So we have to watch out which kind of civilization that we have been living. Don't cheat. We should not cheat ourselves that, look, I come from a Muslim background, so I am following the best religion. Okay. Who says I'm not following the best religion? Christians? Definitely. Jews? Yeah. Buddhists? Of course, we are humanitarian, man. We are living in a harmony of the world. The best. The best. Ours is the best. Ours is the best. Every Muslims say ours is the best. It doesn't mean anything. You have to have the evidence. So cultural claim, cultural inheritance doesn't qualify you to be a person of worth. So we have to have our personal initiatives. Question. Summary. There is no question, there is no answer. There is no answer, there is no belief. There is no belief, there is no religion. Don't cheat yourself. So as the Quran says, this is ayatul risale-i. These are the evidence, gives the examples of the prophets, etc., or the other things, says in the Quran mentions, these are the signs for those who question. So we have to question ourselves who we are. What are we doing in this? Are we really only matter? Are we really only matters? Question. Yeah. Am I my reality? Does my reality accept that I am just body? If my body is satisfied, everything is fine. Or, as the materialist people say, secular people say, we have to accept that's your inevitable end of your life. But it doesn't satisfy my human side. So take the Quran message seriously and understand what it really is telling me, inshallah. Inshallah, the time is really up. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Subhanaka la ilma lana illa ma 'allamtana innaka antal alimul hakim wa akhir da'wahum alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Next week, now, brother, and you wanted me to announce it. Next week, I will be out of state. so traveling. But the following week, inshallah, it is my intention to be here and with you to see you again. And I don't know what God's plan is. My intention to be here, inshallah, unless otherwise decided by the owner of the universe, Rabbul Alameen, right? Inshallah, I'll see you next week. Thank you very much. No, in 2 weeks' time. Sorry, sir. Thank you. In 2 weeks' time, here again at 6 p.m. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam wa rahmatullah. Everyone here. MashaAllah.
Thank you. Jazakallah. Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Okay, inshallah.